Hey, welcome to Roasted-Newt Tarot. I'm Michael. I'll be your reader for the next 10 minutes or so. I'd like to start by talking about how a clear consciousness, a clear conscience seems to have a good flow of energy around it. So, what I mean is, do you ever remember a time in your life where, of course, you know where I'm going with this, where things seemed a lot more innocent, things seemed to flow a lot easier. You weren't as worried. It's like where in time things did faith turn into doubt, or did comfort turn to anxiety? Or um, confidence turn into fear. It's like we obviously got hurt and traumatized somewhere along the way, and we sort of started to doubt the magic of life. Yeah. Um, do you remember back in like 2010, 2011, 2012, how we're all sort of like learning who we are, learning about other people on the internet, like the whole Indigo Children Starseed movement. Like, I think it's healthy to think back to those times and just think of how different they are to now, but how they were like the beginning of what we're going through now, if that makes sense. Just trying to get the music going. Music helps me do readings. It helps my mind start buzzing in the right direction. Um, but yeah, what was I saying about being a child or being a teenager and just taking risks and meeting new people and exploring things and experimenting and I think like what they tried to do with COVID and 9/11 and all that shit is like take the coolness out of life. Like, do you remember when life was cool and everything was cool? I think it's time to bring the coolness back, the radicalness back, bring the 90s, bring everything cool from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s back into today. So that's I noticed I noticed that happening with. I went to my sister's house the other day to celebrate my nephew's birthday, and I noticed the little ones were playing a Sega Mega Drive, and they were playing the games that I used to play, and I thought that's really cool. We got to sort of bring back the old games, the old movies, the old everything, the clothes. Bring it back, man. But in a modern, cool way, because um, yeah, just you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's about bringing back, going back in time and bringing forward everything good about that time into this time, because like I think right now we don't know what we want to be, but we sort of subconsciously want to go back in time, but it's like a full circle, that's what evolution is. It starts at a certain point, it expands to a certain point, then it goes back to the same point with the lessons it learned along the way. um, but you can do as much thinking as wondering as you want, as long as you're looking after yourself and looking after your finances and your money. And so it's like the problem with today is a lot of people don't have time to talk about these things, or explore these things within their mind, or research these topics on the internet. But I guess I'm not talking to those kind of people. I'm more talking to the people that are open-minded and do knock and do ask and receive. But yeah, it's a good idea to if you're looking at doing a side hustle, like some other way of making money, my suggestion is not to do something like that you don't know how to do already. Like, focus on something you're already good at, or something you're kind of good at, or you know a lot about, and then try and make money by selling it or teaching it or getting it out there. Like, don't do something you're not good at. Like, don't just choose some random topic and go, oh, I'm going to be a such and such, and then no, monetize what you've already got. So, whatever you're good at. Because I'm getting the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, so that's a stability in finances, business, and earthly matters, but it's also a completion. Yeah, so it's something to do with your creative thinking. Because I believe as we get older, in our 30s, 40s, and 50s, the younger generations are going to look up to us, and we're going to have to educate them in a stable but guiding way, because they don't know the world, the old world before social media and the internet, computers and stuff that we do. So that's where we've got to guide them in the right direction. Yeah, so it's like monetizing and something that we already know about and passionate about, and that we know that we can execute in the world realistically. Because I've got the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So it's time to move forward with making money somehow. And I know that'll resonate with some of you. Let's see, what's this Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and what does this mean? Yeah, like I thought, a way, it's like a creative way of thinking, or some creative thoughts, or this card can also mean heartbreak, but that's in the Rider-Waite definition, heartbreak. But I see it as a creative thought, like a creative way of thinking, or creativity when it comes to thinking and mental things. And it's this business. I don't know if you might be doing something where you've got like a business partner, or it's like you're going into a business with a partner, or because I got the Two of Cups, and that's like a partnership, like a romance sort of thing, but or mainly partnership. But, let's see. The Devil. Yeah. Be careful of. So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'll wrap this up. Turn this down. So yeah, because we've been what happened to us as kids and stuff, like we used to be innocent and magical and clear and pure, but the reason why that was taken away from us is because there's bigger dangers out there in the world, and it's like the master is applying pressure and adding on weights and stuff to strengthen us. So it's like what was I saying? I don't know, like, yeah. Because I got the Devil, and that's like false truth, that's lies, that's desires, that's, sexual fantasies and stuff. Like, but yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I just wanted to talk about the purity and bringing back all the good stuff and learning from the past, Because I was looking into, I've recently discovered this quantum mechanics, this quantum physics theory called retro causality, where it's like things that are happening now and things that happen in the future can change the past and affect the past. So it's like, if you could go back in time to a certain point and give yourself advice, what kind of advice would you give yourself, and what direction would you point yourself differently in? And it's also a way of healing the past and seeing what happened in the past as in a positive light, and sort of flicking it into a different, more positive, abundant timeline. Because there's time happens like, like from our perspective. Like, remember how when you were a kid, when you went on a long drive, for a holiday and it used to take like ages? Now, and then when you went on the same drive as an adult, it only takes like an hour and a half to get there. But when you're a kid, it felt like forever. That's because time is related to perception. And so there's forwards in time and there's backwards in time. So that's a little sort of secret thing you can do, is like talk to your past self, and even listen to your future self for advice on what you should do now. So this is all about spirituality and self-development and personal energy. I'm going to leave it at that. If this message resonated with you in any way, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more. Have a good night. Peace out.